Welcome my students and my dear friends once again. Today I want to solve you a read paper which was conducted on 26th of September 2021. Okay, I have level 1 exam in my hand. I want to solve it section 2. Okay, it's section 1. It's section 1. I have already explained to you in my previous video. If you have not watched this video, you can watch it. Now question number 31. Which of the following words is correctly spelled? Okay, you have to tell which word spelling is correct here. The word is vacuum. Okay, vacuum. Vacuum is a place where there is no air even. Okay, a compartment where there is no air, it is called vacuum, and sound travels more faster than in air than vacuum. Okay, so here A is VACCUM, B is VACCWM, C is VAACUM, and D is VACWM. So here D is the correct answer because correct spelling is VACWM. Okay, vacuum is the only word in which W is there. Remember this word. And students, I want to tell you that I have already made a video on spellings in which I have discussed about 120 difficult words whose spelling is very important for examination point of view, competitive examination points of view. You can watch this video in the playlist of my channel, Easy English NCERT Learning with Chandrapal. Question number 32. The two kinds of reading skills are: first is verbal and visual reading, second is slow and fast reading, C is silent reading and reading aloud, and D is all of these. So here C is the correct answer. Readings are of two type. Okay, reading skill is of two type: silent reading and reading aloud. Okay, this type of reading is there in teaching of poetry. Okay, first reading, silent reading is there, and then reading aloud is there. Now question number 33. Which of the following is a criteria for, okay, spelling of criteria can be asked in any competitive exam. Remember it. Criteria for selection of a writing task to be given to the student to develop their writing skill. So, okay, first option is interest of the student, B option is level of the class, C is both A and B, and D is none of these. So here C is the correct answer. Whenever we are giving any task to the students, we keep in mind interest of the students and level of the students or level of the class. Now 34. Multimedia resources don't include. Okay, multimedia resources do not include. First is audio resources, B is video resources, C is computers, and D is pens and pencils. So here multimedia resources don't include pens and pencil. Okay, D is the correct answer. Now 35. Who has given the concept of transformational generative grammar? Okay, spelling of grammar can also be asked in any exam. Okay, remember it. So here 4 linguists are there: Edward Speer, Roman Jakobson is a theorist. Okay, Roman Jakobson, remember. C is Norman Chomsky, and D is Ferdinand de Saussure. Okay, both B and D are linguists of 20th century of America. Okay, Ferdinand de Saussure had given the concept of structuralism. Remember it for net exam. This is very important. And C is Norman Chomsky. Okay, C is the right answer here. Norman Chomsky had given transformational generic grammar. Okay, then 36 question. Which of the following skills uses praise words and approving statement to motivate the student? Okay, A is response variation, B is explaining skill, C is reinforcement, and D is lecturing. Here C is the right answer. We give reinforcements to the student in the form of a praise word, okay, or a chocolate toffee if they are giving or right answer, or if they are performing well in the class. Praise words, okay, praise words. Then question number 37 to 40 are based on a passage, okay. So I want to read this passage for you. We all use roads, we walk on them or drive our vehicles on them, we go across them or walk on the pavements along them. In cities, there are footpaths or pavements along the road. Those who walk on them are called pedestrians. Okay, it is safe to use footpaths if we are walking. Road in big cities are very busy. They are crowded with all kinds of vehicles like buses, trucks, cars, three-wheelers, motorcycles, scooters, bicycles, etc. Slow moving bullock carts, horse carriages, etc. can also be seen there. Walking and driving on such road is always very risky. People in a hurry ignore the rules of the roads and cause accidents. A lot of people die or get injured in such accident every day. The best way to avoid accident is to obey the rules of the road. Now this is the passage, very simple passage. Okay, it is of level class 5 or 6. Okay, now 37 question. The synonym of payment is, okay, synonym means same words, the words having the same meaning. Payment, okay. A option is road, B is traffic, C is footway, and D is walk. So here C is the right answer. Pavement means footway, okay, the people where the way where people can walk on foot. Then 38th, antonium of busy is, okay, तो आपने एंटोनियम बताना है, ओके, अपोजिट वर्ड बताना है. ए इज ऑक्यूपाइड, बी इज इडल, सी इज टायर्ड एंड डी इज फ्रीडम. तो हेयर बिजी, ओके, जो बिजी रहता है और उसका जो अपोजिट होगा वो इडल होगा, आलसी होगा. इडल मीन्स आलसी, ओके. Then 39, find out the word from the passage that means the people who walk on a pavement. Okay, A is bullock carts, C is horse carriages, C is pedestrians, and D is vehicle. Spelling of vehicle can be asked in any competitive exam. Remember the spelling pedestrian also. So C is the right answer here. People who walk on the pavement are called pedestrians. Okay, राहगीर जिसको बोल देते हो, या पैदल चलने वाले जो लोग होते हैं उनको पेडिस्टेरियंस बोलते हैं. नाउ 40th क्वेश्चन, द वर्ब फॉर्म ऑफ नाउन ड्राइविंग इज, ओके, तो आपने नाउन फॉर्म बताना है ड्राइविंग का क्या होगा. ड्राइविंग इज ए जिरंड, ओके. तो इसका जो द वर्ब फॉर्म बताना है आपने, वर्ब फॉर्म है वो ड्राइव होगा. ए इज द राइट आंसर. अनड्राइव, ड्राइव, एंड नन ऑफ दिस इज रॉन्ग हियर. नाउ अगेन वन मोर पैसेज इज देयर. Question number 41 to 45 are based on this passage. Okay, now I want to read the passage for you. The folk dances of Rajasthan are inviting and engaging. They are bound to induce you to tap a foot or two along with the dancers. Rajasthani dancers are essentially folk dances. Their origin is in rural customs and traditions. Okay, remember in word folk, sound la is silent here. Okay, remember this can be asked. Its pronunciation is folk. These traditional dances of Rajasthan are absolutely colorful and lively. They have their own significance and style. They are attractive and skillful. Remember the spelling of skillful. In skill, SKILL, okay, but in skillful, single L is there. Always remember this spelling. It can be asked in competitive exam. They are enjoyed by every group age. The people of Rajasthan love their folk dances. Now, the word inviting and engaging are, A option is nouns, B is adverbs, C is adjectives, and D is pronouns. So student, this question is based on parts of speech. I have already made a long some 15 videos, okay, around 15 videos on parts of speech, noun, pronouns, verbs, adjective, adverbs, conjunction, interjunction, okay, and prepositions. You can watch these videos one by one if you want to improve your basic grammar, okay. If you are preparing for competitive exams like HCS, okay, or RAS. Then nouns, pronouns, adjective, adverbs, okay. So here the words inviting and engaging are adjectives, okay. They are adjectives, they will be used before a noun, okay. Inviting people, okay, or inviting slogans like this. Then 42, the sentence the people of Rajasthan love their folk dances is in the A is simple present tense, B is present perfect tense, C is simple past tense, and D is past perfect tense. So here love, from verb or helping verb we come to know about tense. So here first form of verb is there, so here it is simple present tense is the right answer. In the present perfect tense we use has or have plus third form. In simple past tense we use second form of verb, and in past perfect tense we use had plus third form, okay. Then 43, the word Rajasthan is a or an, a common noun, proper noun, collective noun, or abstract noun. So here Rajasthan is name of a particular state, so it is a proper noun. Proper nouns refers to name of a particular person, name of a particular state, particular nation, particular book, particular building, okay, or particular poet, okay. Then question number 44, which one of the following sequences has the third degree of adjective in the correct form? So here lively word is there, lively, more lively, most liveliest, lively, livelier, liveliest. C is lively, more livelier, most lively, and D is lively, more lively, and liveliest. So here B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer, okay. Then 45 question, which of the following phrases has a determiner in it? Okay, first is custom and tradition, okay, and here is conjunction, remember. Then colorful and lively, then C is attractive and skillful, and D is the folk dances. So here the word the is determiner, okay, determiner. D is the right answer here, but I want to mention you a mistake committed by RPSC in TGT paper, on which I have already made a video, okay. In TGT, okay, M series paper, a question was there on question number 51, which of the following phrases has a determiner in it, okay. It was cause of the trouble, B was cause for the better, C was worse than before, and D was many boys and girls. Here three options were there in which determiner is used, but they forgot that articles are also part of determiner. So RPSC should give grace marks in 51 question of TGT exam, okay, 51 question of TGT exam. Then question number 46, the study of speech sound is called morphology, etymology, phonology, and chronology, okay. C is the right answer, study of sound is called phonology. Then 47, the phonetic symbol for the underlined sound in the word shy is, okay, sound sh, then B is sound sa, and C option is sound cha, or D option is sound ja. So here A is the right answer, okay. In shy sound, okay, this S will be this sound, okay, longer one, okay, not this one will be there, but it will be this one is the right answer, this is wrong answer. Then question number 48, choose the correct phonetic transcription of the word boy. So here B option is the correct answer. It is boy. Okay, B is okay. This B will be okay. Boy. I want to write it for you. Boy. Okay. Then 49 question. I want to tell you, if you want to prepare your paper for phonetics, there is a book, very famous book written by Sethi and Dhamija. Okay, Sethi and Dhamija. Okay, I had J. Sethi and P.V. Dhamija, a course in phonetics and spoken English. This book is very, very good. You can buy this book, you can purchase this book, and you can prepare for phonetics for coming competitive exams. Question number 49. The poem of the peon opened the gate. The correct passive form of the sentence will be the gate will be opened by the peon. B is the gate was opened by the peon. C is the gate is opened by the peon, and D is the gate has been opened by the peon. Okay, when passive construction is there, okay, always use past participle, and before past participle we always use a helping verb. Okay, so here B is the correct answer. The gate was opened by the peon. Okay, the sentence was in past indefinite tense. Okay, so we will use was or were before past participle. So B is the right answer. The gate was opened by the peon. 50th question. Which question form is correct in the structure? Do you go to college yesterday? B is does you go to college yesterday? C is did you go to college yesterday? And D is did you go college yesterday college? Okay, interrogation is there in every sentence. So here C is the right answer, because we always use first form of verb, okay, after did, okay, after did. So C is the right answer. Did you go to college yesterday? Then 51, measurement is a process of evaluation dash evaluation. A is qualitative, B is quantitative, C is linear. Okay, linear है वो line में होता है, and D is unitary. Oh, here B is the right answer. Quantitative. Okay, quantitative. Now 52, choose the correct sequence of steps in managing classroom teaching. क्लासरूम की टीचिंग के अंदर हम कौन सा स्टेप है वो लगाएंगे? कंट्रोलिंग, प्लानिंग, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग, लीडिंग, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग, कंट्रोलिंग, माइंडिंग, organizing, controlling, leaving notes, and commanding. D is planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Here D is the right answer. Planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Now 53, the language laboratory is used for teaching. A part speaking skill, B part listening skill, C part both A and B, and D is none of these. So here language laboratory is used for teaching listening skill and speaking skill. Okay, so C is the right answer. Question number 54, which of the following is not true of CCE? Okay, CCE full form is there. Continuous comprehensive evaluation. Okay, A is it focuses on core scholastic areas also. B is it promotes holistic development. C is it is time consuming and punishing, and D is it reduces stress and anxiety of the student. So here C is the right answer, because in CCE, okay, CCE is not time consuming and punishing. So C is the right answer. 54, evaluation of language proficiency is done through test designed to evaluate which of the following skills. So in language, 4 skills are evaluated: listening, okay, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Okay, so A is the right answer. Then 56, which of the following is not a principle of language teaching? Okay, language teaching का कौन सा principle नहीं है? A, principle of naturalness. B is practice and drill. C is learning by doing, and D is copying and pasting. तो copying and pasting is a part of कंप्यूटर में कॉपी करते हैं और पेस्ट करते हैं, या मोबाइल में भी आजकल लोग करते हैं. सो डी इज़ द राइट आंसर. अदर्स आर प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ लैंग्वेज टीचिंग, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ नेचुरलनेस, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ learning by doing, principle of drill and practice, principle of moving from easy to difficult. Okay, these all are principle of language teaching. Then 57, multi-line approach consists of use of models, reaching the same target from different directions and means. C is selection and gradation, and all of these. So here B is the right answer. Multi-line approach consists of reaching the same target from different directions and means. 58. Which of the following is true about the grammar cum translation method? Mother tongue is used while teaching. B is form is more important than content. C is rote learning is encouraged, and D is all of these. So actually here all of these is also right answer, but I prefer to go with first answer. Mother tongue is used while teaching grammar cum translation method. Okay, both the correction, both A and D can be right answers. Okay, but it depends on the examiner or the RPSC which answer will be taken as correct answer. 59. Which is also known as the natural method of teaching English as second language? Substitutional method, bilingual method, grammar translation method, and D is direct method. D is the right answer here. Direct method is also known as natural method of teaching a foreign language or second language. 60th last question of this. Which of the following English teaching approaches is student centered and student oriented? Communicative approach, situational approach, structural approach, and all of these. So here D will be the right answer. Okay, D will be the right answer. All these approaches are student centered, communicative approach, structural approach, and situational approach. Okay, D is the right answer. Students, I tried my best to solve this question paper for you. Okay, I have already solved its first part. Okay, its first part in my previous video. Okay, in my previous video I have solved its first part. You can, if you haven't watched it, you can watch it. Okay, this is all for today. Okay, in the next video I shall explain. Okay, I shall explain section 2 of TGT. Okay, which is only left part. Till then, bye bye and have a nice day.